We are continuing our Truck Talk series here on Everyday Kentucky with H&A Law, and I am joined by attorney John Hollan, and we are going to talk about lawsuits today.
One of my favorite topics.
So John, walk me through what a lawsuit is.
Yeah, so a lawsuit, one of the big differences when we're contacted by a lot of families is, well, how long is this lawsuit going to take, or how long until we go to court? We live in a society where, with shows like CSI, Law and Order, we think of everything happening very quickly and ultimately a day in a jury trial or before a judge. I would estimate that 90% of the cases that we handle don't actually get to that point. But a lawsuit, and what we think of, or in the legal world, a lawsuit, it begins with a complaint, which is the petition on behalf of the injured party seeking the damages against the party which harmed them. So in the case of a trucking case, that's going to be most typically the truck driver and the trucking company who that driver works for that we're filing our lawsuit against.
And what assets do you need when filing a lawsuit?
Yeah, so the filing of the lawsuit begins what's called the discovery phase. So oftentimes, depending on how much time has passed or what type of open records or public agency records are available, it might not be much more than a few photos and a police report. But when the lawsuit happens, that gives us what's called discovery. So that is where, and that's the time-consuming part of a case. That is where we get to ask written questions of the other parties, send subpoenas, take depositions, get medical records, complete inspections, and that really is the bulk of a case, from the filing of the complaint up until we get a trial date, and if we can't resolve the case, end up going to trial. So the discovery phase, when people think of the time and the cost associated with lawsuits, that's what that surrounds.
And John, you and your firm, you all specialize in trucking lawsuits, but you all do a various different ones too, correct?
We do. So our primary office practice is trucking commercial vehicle cases, but we also handle car accident cases, premises liability, slip and fall, civil rights cases. So it's a variety of cases, but when we talk about the lawsuit portion of that and the way we handle lawsuits, it's aggressive, but regardless of which type of case we're talking about, that knowledge and what I've explained as far as the process of it for the public, it's all pretty much the same, with some general nuances depending on the issue.
And if someone's watching this interview right now and they need to contact you in your office, how do they do so?
Yeah, so our office is located here in Lexington at 620 West Main Street. We have offices here in Lexington and also in Louisville. We handle cases all across Kentucky. So for our website, it's semijustice.com. That website also has a lot of trucking related resources on there with this type of issue and others. And we can be reached directly here in Lexington via phone. That's 859-888-8000.
Thank you so much, John, for all this information.
Thank you.
Keep it right here on Everyday Kentucky.